Okay, so you may be wondering whether you should try an experiment with casein protein or whether it makes sense to optimize your nutrition. So since I have experience with this, I tried it, I then stopped it. I think this video can help you. So first, I want to say something about why do anything. It's just a matter of benefits versus costs. And that's how you decide whether doing something, for example, starting taking casein protein, makes sense or not. Okay? So let's talk about the benefits. In theory, and this is a key word, in theory, the benefit of casein protein is that it has a slow release. So basically, this is like midnight, okay? And this is when you wake up at 8. For this whole window, you're not eating. And you're not eating protein. So in theory, basically, your protein supply or something similar ends somewhere around here. And in this whole window, let's say from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m., you're in a catabolic state where you're losing muscle. But if you take something like casein protein that has a slower release, okay, you can pretty much avoid this window where you're losing muscle. And this is supposed to be the benefit. In practice, this is pretty much, wouldn't say false, but likely irrelevant. So the more time goes on, the more new research is coming out, and the more we see that the most important and pretty much almost the only thing that matters about protein is how much of it you take per day, you eat per day. Not just from supplements, of course, from meat, from everything. And things like timing, so when you eat the protein, or the type, say casein protein or whey protein or protein from meat, matter a lot less, like a lot less. And since in order to build muscle, already nutrition matters a lot less than training, because I mean, for the people who say the opposite, just look at two people. One eats perfectly and doesn't train. The other eats like shit and trains a lot. One's gonna be jacked, the other one is not gonna be jacked. Guess who's gonna be jacked? The person who trains. Like, it's possible to eat like trash and still get jacked. If you train right, it's actually likely to get jacked. So we're talking about a refinement, an optimization of the optimization. So the benefit is really like maybe 0.1% extra muscle. But what is the cost? First, we could say money, but that's actually not the main cost that made me stop taking casein protein. Well, the first cost is that it's one extra thing to worry about. We want to keep things simple. We are here for the long run. Like the difference, the people who get the most jacked, the people who has the better physiques, are always the ones who enter into a routine that's minimalistic and they're able to train for years, and that's fun. The least things you have to worry about, and the easier it's gonna be to do this thing, which is being consistent, which is pretty much the only thing that matters in a long enough time horizon. So it's one extra thing to worry about, which has tiny benefits. And the second one, if you have tried casein protein, you're gonna know, but this is also for the people who haven't tried it, the taste. So casein protein is not like whey protein. This tastes like chalk. Like, imagine eating or trying to drink chalk. It's terrible. You have to do this daily, every night before you go to sleep. So first you have this extra thing to think about. Oh, before I go to sleep, I have to drink this thing, which also tastes like chalk. What for? For this maybe benefit, maybe, which is probably not even true. Like this window of catabolism is probably not even real in practice when you measure actual results. So pretty much you're doing this for nothing, and that's why I stopped. So what I recommend instead, if you are taking casein protein or you are thinking about it, is focus on how much protein you're eating per day. I have other videos on the channel, and I'm gonna make more. Again, I'm very straight to the point with those videos. I don't want to make things complicated. And in most of the times, the key things that matter, that actually move the needle, are very few. Very, very few. And I love it. I hate people who try to sound smart by making things complicated. So what you should do instead is focus on how much protein you're eating, and don't worry much about when you're eating it, in how many meals, or the type of protein, because really that doesn't matter. Don't obsess over the details. We are here for the long run. Keep it simple, keep it minimal, especially when the benefits are very few. Now, I have one last thing to tell you. So this is a picture of me. How weird. I'm showing this to you because I've done this. I've been through all of the bullshit and finally was able to figure out how to actually build muscle year over year over year. And I've done this with many people that I have worked with. And for a limited time, for every member of my school group, link in the description, I'm pretty much gonna work for free. So I'm gonna analyze your situation only for members of the group, which is free to join. Analyze your situation. I'm gonna record a personalized video for you, pretty much breaking down what exactly is limiting your ability to make progress. Again, I've been doing this for, I guess, since 2015, what is like 12 years. I've seen it all. I think I can help your situation. Like many people have found this very, very insightful. Sometimes it's that one missing insight, the last thing that you thought, man, if I only understood this, it would all click. That's what I'm trying to do with this personalized video. So if you're interested, join the school group in the description.